Top 5 Secrets Governments Around the World. Governments around the world are tasked with the responsibility of protecting their citizens and promoting the overall well-being of their societies. While many government actions are public knowledge, there are also some secrets that are kept hidden from the general public. These secrets range from covert operations and surveillance programs to confidential agreements and undisclosed military projects. In this video, we will explore the top 5 secrets that governments around the world are known to keep from their citizens. Understanding these secrets can help us better understand the workings of our governments and the potential implications they may have on our lives. Number 5. The United Kingdom. How it became so wealthy. The United Kingdom has one of the largest economies in the world, with one of the richest middle class on the planet. For centuries, the UK was a superpower that had colonized almost half of the world's population, and today it has remained an extremely powerful country, having a permanent seat at the UN Security Council, as well as being home to some of the largest companies in the world, and owning some of the most important cultural artifacts in the world. However, something that often gets swept under the rug by the UK government is how the country actually got so wealthy. While it may be an open secret at this point, most of the UK's existing wealth is actually generational wealth from the plundering of countries and indigenous peoples across Asia, Africa, the Americas, and Oceania through colonization. Some historians estimate that the British Empire may have plundered as much as $10 trillion of today's money from India alone. Number 4. Russia. Plans to become a superpower again. We all know the history of Russia, the Cold War, and how the Soviet Union went from becoming a superpower that once challenged the US to a failed state that couldn't hold itself together. The USSR split into many countries, but its successor state is often considered to be Russia. For its first decade as an independent country, Russia went under economic and social turmoil and pretty much gave up all of its aspirations to become a superpower. However, under the leadership of Vladimir Putin, Russia has once again managed to worry the world with some of its aspirations. The Russian military still directly competes with, and sometimes surpasses, the United States when it comes to military industry and influence on foreign countries. In battle zones such as Syria, the US and Russian militaries are often seen in opposing sides directly competing against one another, with moves like the annexation of Crimea and support for many wars around the world, as well as interference in US and EU elections. Russia might still be trying to recapture its lost glory. Number 3. North Korea. The whole country. North Korea is one of the world's most secretive states. To narrow it down to one secret would be impossible, as pretty much everything related to life in the mysterious country is considered a state-level secret by the government. North Korea is alleged to heavily restrict its citizens' movement, right to free speech, fair elections, and has a hand in pretty much all aspects of public life. Criticizing the rulers or the country itself can land you a lifetime of hard labor in conditions that are considered inhumane by practically any major watchdog. There is no free press in North Korea, so there are no newspapers that are able to operate from the country to leak information considered sensitive to North Korea's ruling elite. Over the past 70 years, there have been hundreds of thousands of defectors who have escaped from North Korea to be able to tell their stories, and many intelligence agencies have also uncovered some of North Korea's crimes. Number 2. The United States. Mass surveillance. Despite being titled the land of the free and having a culture of autonomy and lack of government intervention, the United States may slowly be turning into a police state that has its eyes on every aspect of your private life. A law big brother. While conspiracy theories about alleged mass surveillance by the US government have always been there, no one was actually able to uncover the extent until Edward Snowden. Edward Snowden is a former CIA operative who leaked information about the National Security Agency, or the NSA, and revealed the massive scale of surveillance that's being carried out by the NSA of US citizens, and even foreign citizens in both hostile and allied countries. The US government clearly did not want this information to leak. Number 1. The United States Military-Industrial Complex. The military-industrial complex might be the most powerful force in the United States, and it refers to the massive defense industry that supplies the U.S. Armed Forces. Critics of the U.S. military-industrial complex allege that the defense production industry, with companies like Lockheed Martin and Boeing, donates to pro-war politicians and wants the U.S. to start more wars around the world, so these companies can get more orders of fighter jets and weapons. Some theorists go as far as to say they actually fund wars in other countries, so the US itself can benefit from selling these countries weapons. Thanks for watching, and please click on the subscribe button if you liked this video and turn on the notification so you don't miss out on our next video.